To the President of the United States and to the people of this great republic, Office of the Citizens Tribunal. Date, May 9th, 2025, for immediate national distribution. Mr. President, members of Congress, and fellow Americans, with solemn heart and unflinching resolve, I pen this address, not as an enemy of your station, but as a faithful sentinel of the republic we have inherited. In the spirit of our first patriots, and in the name of our future sons and daughters, I summon your attention not to foreign powers nor to economic matters of state, but to a most grievous domestic affliction, the plague of violence within our schools. This nation, once conceived in liberty and armed with the tools of enlightenment, now stands alone and ashamed, bearing a statistic so grotesque it mocks our claim to moral leadership. We record 56 times more school shootings than any other sovereign land. While civilized nations count tragedies by single digits, we tally them by the hundreds, even thousands. What more bitter indictment could be spoken of a nation than that its children are gunned down where they should be most safe? Let us confront our failures without evasion. No tyranny of political cowardice, no loyalty to party, no obeisance to lobbies shall suffice to excuse this slaughter. We are not the victims of fate. We are the architects of our own crisis. Let us name the truths plainly, as the times demand. The proliferation of firearms, exceeding one for every man, woman, and child, is unparalleled and unfathomable. Our mental health institutions are broken, underfunded, stigmatized, and inaccessible to many until tragedy strikes. The fabric of our society is frayed, community bonds torn asunder by isolation, despair, and digital poison. We glorify the names of murderers, offering them posthumous infamy, while their victims lie cold in shallow graves. Our schools are neglected, treated as battlegrounds and political footballs rather than sacred halls of learning. This is not a problem of evil men alone. It is a problem of a sick system, an ailing culture, and a government that has abdicated its solemn oath to protect the lives of its citizens. 2. Proposed plan of immediate and national scope. Let this be the clarion call for action, not in 10 years or 10 sessions hence, but this day henceforth. The following measures, each born from evidence and conscience, shall constitute the foundation of a national healing. 1. Federal firearms control and licensing reform, an annual registry, for all firearms with biometric locking technology by 2027. Ban on the sale and possession of all semi-automatic rifles and high-capacity magazines outside military or law enforcement use. Mandatory training, licensing, and recurring psychological evaluation for civilian gun ownership. 2. Comprehensive Mental Health Infrastructure Initiative. Establish a National Adolescent Mental Health Corps, modeled after the Peace Corps, to deploy trained counselors into every public school in America. Mandatory annual mental health screening for all students aged 10-18, administered privately and without academic penalty. Federal grants to expand local mental health clinics focused on early intervention and community integration. 3. Civilian oversight of digital extremism. Creation of an Office of Online Threat Prevention, tasked with tracking and dismantling radicalizing subcultures that glorify school shooters. Legislation compelling social media platforms to report credible violent threats and extremist content targeting minors. 4. Rebuilding the school as a civic sanctuary. $50 billion in federal infrastructure grants to redesign schools with both open civic architecture and discrete, non-militarized security enhancements. Training of school peace officers, former teachers, social workers, and veterans trained in de-escalation, not just enforcement. 5. national mourning and cultural shift. A national day of mourning for the children to be recognized annually on the anniversary of the Columbine massacre. Media blackout laws preventing the public naming or profiling of mass shooters for a period of 25 years after the crime. 3. A call to duty and conscience. Mr. President, if you and the Congress shall hesitate, if you shall defer action one day longer, then know this: the blood of the next child will cry not just from the earth, but from your own hands. Yet I do not write in despair. I write in fury, yes, but also in faith.
For this republic has risen from worse. It has cast off tyranny. It has endured civil war. It has faced foreign Armageddon, and still it stands. Let this be your test and our redemption. Rise to it. With the full measure of my grief and the full height of my hope, I remain, in the spirit of the founders, a citizen of the United States, undivided and undeterred.